Hey everyone!
Hey guys.
Welcome back to ForWhy.
Oh, why? Yep.
I'm Julie.
I'm Shania.
Oh my god. And this is never gonna change.
Never. So what are we talking about today? Huli?
Huli.
Huli?
Shania.
Don't even
Shania.
dare. What did he say today?
Shania?
Shania, yeah.
Something
My
like that.
our lecturer was like, Shania, because you live in this place. And I was like, oh my God. Ugh. He
How
said it
dare
so
you?
correctly before as well.
How dare you not have a Western name? How dare you have an exotic name that people can't pronounce?
It is a Western name. I was named after a white woman. I don't understand what the people's
Oh yeah,
problems
well, it's
are.
Shania Twain. It's really not that hard.
It's really not that hard. Like, it's not an exotic thing. They try to make it exotic because I'm exotic looking, but like
I've never had a problem with your
not.
name. Like literally never.
Not
But
one time. You said it correctly the first time I met you as well.
it's really not that hard. I don't know what to
Yeah, I
say.
don't know why people just confuse themselves.
Anyway,
Anyway.
today we're talking about the James Charles accusation and in general how people, I don't want to say men because I want to stop generalizing, sexualize minors and won't stop flirting with people underage. Just stop.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, next. There's a way of phrasing these things, and we may say things incorrectly or inappropriately, and we apologize in
Trigger
advance.
warning for grooming
Yeah,
and pedophilia and
sexual assault, maybe.
just general like misconduct of
Yeah,
and
sexual
like
misconduct
yeah, just in general people being weird and creepy and
and inappropriate.
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, let's get over the James Charles accusations. Like he's been accused of like messaging underage guys a lot, like,
Okay.
but there was always proof, but not
Ish.
concrete. Like,
Yeah.
people were like, this is weird, but okay, he's a famous guy.
Who is James Charles?
Oh yeah,
The
James
people who
Charles
don't
is
know.
a famous makeup guru, YouTuber,
A beauty guy.
beauty guy.
Yeah.
He
He's
was like
like
the first,
22,
yeah, almost 22.
almost 22.
He was like the first guy to go to be a guy on for the CoverGirl brand in America. That makeup
Cover
brand.
girl. Put that bass in your walk.
Walk.
Sorry.
Anyway, he's super. He's I think the biggest male beauty guru on YouTube.
Yeah. Other than Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
And Patrick Star.
No, I think Patrick Star is a bit dead.
You think so now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, so he has lots of followers. So whenever people accused him of this, people were like, "Oh, they're probably just doing it to bring him down, or like for fame or for clout or whatnot."
Yeah.
But this time, this guy came out with a lot of proof. I just have to say, like he filmed his conversations and pictures of James Charles with his iPad, so that it wasn't going to show up as a screenshot.
Yeah.
So let me start from the beginning. James Charles said himself, he said it himself, yeah, this didn't come from the victim, it came from James Charles.
Yeah.
He said, I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw this cute guy and I saw that he was following me. So it already shows he's a fan, which is already inappropriate to want to be flirting with your fan, but okay. Yeah. And then he said, oh, let me add him. And he didn't add him. Well, he added him on Instagram, yes. But then he proceeded to add him on Snapchat and message him there. Why? Because Snapchat, you can make them disappear, the messages.
Like that.
I'm just like, I need people to realize this is all a smart move. This is not just like, oh, it just happened. Whoops. It's already going on Snapchat, an app no one uses anymore. Except for weird. Yeah, I know you do. Anyway.
Oh, rude. Do you know what, Julie? I'm sick and tired of you today. She's just been drawing me out for no reason. First, it was on our dissertation group chat. Then it was to me privately. And then, what was the other time? Was it Instagram?
Yeah.
And she drew me out Instagram twice. And now on here, she's calling me a weirdo because I have Snapchat.
No, people in the UK use Snapchat more still than, I guess, my friends.
Yeah, I guess so. No, it's fine. I forget.
But yeah, so he chose Snapchat to communicate, where pictures and chat can disappear. So okay, choices, fine.
Yeah.
But he went out of his way to message this guy, and then this guy was like, "Oh my god!" Like imagine your idol suddenly messages you. Of course, you're gonna be excited and be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing."
Ew, who is his like who idolizes James Charles? Sorry.
Yeah,
By
but
the way,
if
I
you're like
actually don't.
a young guy, a young gay guy who's into makeup, I can see it though.
You can see it.
Yeah.
He's just so problematic. But we move. It's fine. Keep
Yeah.
going. Keep going.
So this guy was like really excited because his idol was messaging him. Like he was like, "Oh my god, I've been following for years. Like you're my, I don't want to say, yeah, idol or what I want to
Inspiration.
do later on and blah blah blah."
Mm.
And then James Charles was like flirting with him, and he asked him his age, and the guy just said 18 apparently, but there's no proof of that. Like
Oh,
no actual picture of that.
yeah.
But the guy does have his TikTok linked in his Instagram, and on his TikTok it says that he's 16. So if he really was concerned about the age, he could have seen that and checked.
He could have researched it a little bit more.
And if you go, you can find this online. If you Google it and see pictures of this guy, he looks young. He doesn't look 18.
Mm.
So if a person doesn't look 18 and you are over 20, maybe just
But
leave
it's
it,
all a bit of a deception, though, isn't it? Like
maybe just check
people's looks.
a
Yeah.
lot.
I
Yeah.
feel like, all right. So with James Charles, there's like instances where he's been drawn out before. So like Dramageddon 1 and 2 was him being like they're trying to say that he's a predator, he's
Mhm.
pedophilish. Is that even a word? Wow. So
Oh, by the
he
way, this is all allegedly. I don't want to get sued.
allegedly, yeah. So it's like, okay, cool. So if I, as a person, have been accused of something multiple times, I'm gonna
Yes.
do everything out in my power
Hmm.
to never be accused of that again, especially if I didn't do it. Do
Yeah.
you get it? But
Why would you?
I,
And then now he was like, "I'm sorry it happened. I got carried away. I asked him. He said 18, but I should have asked for an ID." You're only now thinking about that after like 5 different
yeah.
accusations.
But
Okay.
he is only what, 6 years older, 7 years older,
No,
5.
four, four,
I
five.
jumped so
Well,
many.
5.
Jumped so many ages.
But
But yeah. So it's like,
it's not
but
just the problem of the age.
it's
It's
not. It's
also
the
the problem
principle.
of him being a famous person that this guy idolizes and then using that
Yeah.
power dynamic to get.
It's a power imbalance. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to think like what 5 years difference. That's like a year 11 going out of a year 7. Like
No,
it's weird, isn't
Naya,
it?
this is someone in the last year of their uni being together with someone that has their bachelor's degree is weird.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm thinking about it. I'm like,
And
what
not in their
does
last year of
this
uni,
look
their
like?
last year of high school.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it to myself. I was like, that's that's weird.
Like, it's strange because no, it's just illegal. As soon as he got a picture of him that was naked, he's illegal. It's child pornography. What are you
It is
gonna
child
like?
pornography.
Doesn't matter if he's gonna turn 18 in half a year.
Yeah, it's still illegal. The thing about James Charles is like there's only so much I can excuse his behavior, and I'm not purposely trying to excuse his behavior. I feel like a
No,
lot of shit that he gets called out for is blown way out of proportion. But James, sweetheart, what are you doing? Why are you doing these
I
things?
think
Like
he's just a stupid person
it
and
does, yeah.
egocentric as well. Like I think like he knows that if he messages these fans, he's probably gonna get what he wants. Like it is a bit predatory. I don't want to say he is a predator, but his behavior is a
It's a
bit,
bit
yeah.
predatory. Yeah, I get you.
And using his like power he has over these like of course, if you
Mm.
are a famous person, you hold power over your fans. It's just how it is.
Yeah. I just yeah, yeah. Yeah, because like a lot of them, well, the two that came out before, they did it. They just seemed like they were doing too much. Like the guy, as in, like I'm not saying that they weren't
Victims.
victims, yeah, of James Charles. I'm just saying like when they came out afterwards, it was more for the drama and the clout.
Yeah.
than it was to be like, hey, he did this to me and he hurt me or he affected
Yeah.
me in this type of way. Because they were malicious, like they were maliciously saying stuff about him, like, oh, he wasn't that cute or stuff like that, like things like that, which is like a bit weird to
They
say.
were also like straight guys, and they were like, there was like one that was straight, but then he thought he was bi, and then with James
Yeah.
Charles, it was very strange. But this is a like young gay man, and the way he's come forward about it is like just informing people, and he's
Mm.
even said that he's gonna go to the police now,
Yeah.
and he is about to delete his social media because people are calling him a chaser and saying that he's only doing it for fame, which is
Money's
very
not.
problematic.
Yeah.
But I just want, that's why I told the story. James Charles added him. That's what I mean. But James Charles was like, oh, it was clear that he had ulterior motives because he was filming our conversation with his iPad, but you followed him.
Mm.
I mean, he was following him as a fan, but James Charles followed him back and messaged him.
Do you think the person who said that they were 18 has to hold some accountability as well?
But look how dumb people are when they're 17. I just want to say. Like there's mature 17-year-olds, but as we said already in this podcast, your brain is only fully developed in your 20s.
Mm.
So you make dumb choices and you get excited when your idol messages you. So you might do stupid stuff,
Yeah.
which this is the thing with like predators or like underage stuff.
Mm.
If you're the one that's above 18, you will always be the one you're the adult. So you need to make the correct choices because the other
Yeah.
person is a child in the eyes of the legal system,
Yeah.
basically, is what I'm saying.
Which is true.
I'm saying like he shouldn't have said that, but the problem is as the adult in the situation, you're always the one that's supposed to be like the mature person, you know?
Mm. I get you. I get you.
So
But
it's a bit
like,
like it's a tricky situation because he's a fan. I think that makes it like
Wes.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you say a lot like yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like as an older guy, it's my idol, like you wanna be cool and you wanna be mature and you wanna
But like
not mess this up.
16, 17, I feel like you have some rationality to not be doing that per se.
Yeah. It's very strange, but I feel like he might have done it because he got excited and he wanted the conversation to keep going and he might have been afraid that once he said he's 16 that or 17 that the conversation would have been cut off.
Yeah.
And maybe he didn't expect it to go in a flirty way.
Mm.
So
I
I
feel
don't know.
like it's hard for someone who is like James Charles's influence and acknowledgement around the world to find love, but like following someone on Instagram is not the way
And
to
a
do
fan of
it.
you, don't
Yeah,
do
fan
that.
of you as well. Like, do you know? Like, is that your way of thinking? Like, oh, they'll instantly like me back because
Yeah,
they're a
see, this is what I
fan.
mean. That's the problem with it.
It's like that's not how things work. Like, you shouldn't be going after someone who idolizes you just
Yeah, and
because
like
you know that
worships you
it's
or admires you already without
yeah, like
knowing you. Yeah.
just because you know that you can have they'll like you back. Like that's just insecurity, bro. That's
Yeah.
weird. That's
Exactly.
weird.
And that's like there's so many like dating apps or
There's
like
so many.
there's even dating apps for celebrities that he could like because then he would know that they wouldn't like use him for clout or whatnot or fame.
But what celebrity would want to
Oh
be
my god.
associated? No, like
Yeah, now it's over.
realistically,
Like it's
with
over now.
yeah, with him being like so problematic, and even when some of it that's not his fault, because there is some that's not his fault.
Yeah.
Why would I want my name to be attached to that? I know it's bad to think that way, but if you're in a position where this is how you make money, why would I want to reduce my money for someone I don't even know to give them a chance to date me?
I just don't understand James Charles being like super mega famous. Like in the internet space,
Mm.
making all this money off of doing like TikToks and YouTube videos. And let's be real, there's harder jobs out there.
There is.
And like having like millions that you can probably live the rest of your lives with no problem.
Mm.
And then risking it all just to chat with no, flirt and send nudes to one of your fans who you're not even sure what age he is. It's
Yeah,
very strange to me.
it's very problematic.
And it's stupid.
It's just like
What are you doing?
go for someone your age. Like I don't think it's that hard. Like you surround yourself in a circle full of people who have the same sexuality as you, the same banter as you, the same like likeness to you, where like you could be like, I'm not saying go for one of them, but I'm sure they know someone that you could meet up with,
Yeah,
like there's how many people in LA?
yeah. But the
Why would
problem
you
is
go for someone
already
who's younger?
he's hanging out with like Charlie D'Amelio. They're like supposedly best friends, and she's 16
She's
as well.
16, she's a child. It's weird. I'm sorry. When Trisha said that, I was just like, yeah, like it's actually weird. Like I know they're not that, the age gap is not that big, but I'm not gonna be chilling with my 16-year-old cousin all the time like that. Like I love her and I would hack, like
Yeah,
she's
I'm
cool.
definitely friends with people who are a lot, yeah, like 4 or 3 years younger than I am. But I'm never like best friends with them because I don't
No,
know.
no,
Not in
like
this. I feel like when you're again, this is all when we're talking about underage people. I think once you're like in your 20s, is a different situation, or like 30s, 40s, but not.
because it's a different
It,
vibe. Like
you're
going
in the
two different
same.
mindsets.
Usually, when you're in your 20, like mid 20s, late 20s, you're in the same life situation, and
Mm,
so. But you know what is a good example? Like my younger friends complaining about high school problems while I'm in uni or while my older friends are working. You're just like, okay, but they're not that.
yeah,
For them, it's a huge issue, but you can't relate anymore because like there's
exactly.
bigger problems to worry about for me
Like
now.
it's never that deep anymore. But
Yeah,
I think his reasoning was, oh, me and Charlie go through the same things. Like we're both pushed in the limelight, and we both know him
I
from young. And it's
yeah.
like,
But
sure,
you're a
but
21-year-old man and she's a 16-year-old girl still living with her parents.
yeah, like okay, sure, you could be friends, but why would you be like best friends? Like,
It's all fake anyway, but I'm just
oh,
like
100%. But that whole group is weird. Cause how old is Larry?
L- L-
Lorraine?
I think he turned 21, didn't he? Because there was this whole party during COVID and he had like 300 guests.
Yeah, problematic. And nobody cancelled him, but cancelled everybody who attended his thing. But it was him who, anyway. And
Can we
then
just, oh my God. So should we move on from James Charles or should we still go on?
no, I was just saying, like Dixie is what, just 18,
18 or
and
19, yeah.
then
I'm just
what's
concerned, why are
Bryce?
these parents not stepping in? That's
This is
these,
what I'm saying. Like, do you think I could be anyway? So this girl, we move on from James Charles because I just don't get the thing. But I don't know if this girl listens to my podcast. If she does, sorry, I won't bet you out. But
oh,
she she went out with a 21-year-old
mm-hmm,
when she was like 16.
mm-hmm,
No, younger than that. I think like 15.
mm-hmm.
And he was much older.
First of all, what's a 21-year-old interested in a 15-year-old? I'm already worried. Like, why are you not dating your age range? I'm
I don't know. I think he
concerned.
was on drugs or something. Like, or like he was a weirdo or
It's
something. I
because
met
young
him one
people are
time.
easy to manipulate, but okay.
Yeah, 100%. But my thing is, right? Her parents did nothing. Like, I'm so
And they knew
confused.
about it.
Yeah, they met him. They let her go to his house. All of that. Like, they. I don't even know if they made sure she was on contraception, but they were just cool. Like, bro could come over and they were like, "Hey." I was like, "Huh? What?
Not this.
What?"
No, my ex-boyfriend, his sister, I was really close to her. She was like 5 years young. No, 4 years younger than me, something like that. 4 or 3.
Mm.
So when she was like 15, this 20-year-old, 21-year-old or 22-year-old, like the same thing, was messaging her and like sending nudes with her, like to her. I'm not sure. And she was telling me about it. And I was like, you need to stop like seeing,
Talking to
getting,
him.
meeting up with him. And I'm like, do you not think it's weird that he's not interested in girls his age? Like, why would he message you? What, like, I was like, you're a beautiful girl and you're like smart. Like,
Yeah.
but why is it 21 or 22? I don't know how old he was. Messaging, like, why would he be interested in you when he shares more in common with his age group, probably? She's like,
Exactly.
yeah, I know. But this guy kept like, she would always like stop messaging and be like, this is weird. Why are you trying to get with one? Like, she was saying that to him,
Mm,
right? But he would like somehow manipulate her or like tell her something so she would come back to him. It's just very, I was very
that's
concerned.
weird.
But me, I was very concerned and I would tell my ex-boyfriend, and like he was very concerned, but no one would do something. And I'm like, okay, but I'm just an
Mm,
outsider. Like, I'm not part of this family. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not
yeah.
my.
It's not your prerogative to be like, hey,
I was
this.
telling her my thoughts, but
But
I
you
can't
can't
be
take it
like, you're not
further.
allowed to meet with him.
Yeah.
It's not my
Yeah.
job. And I would come there, and then I would be like, oh, where's, because I would hang out with her as well. Sometimes I'd be like, oh, is she home? Like, where is she? And no one in the house would know. And I was like, this girl is 15. How does no one know where this 15-year-old girl is? Is that not concerning to you
That is
guys?
concerning. Do you know what? When I was 15, my curfew was 7 p.m. And I'm not saying that that should
I
be the
mean,
case
that's,
for everyone. It's strict because my mum was strict in it. But like, thank God she did. Because God knows what my dumb ass would be doing, you know? Like,
I feel
I
like,
was kind of stupid. So I don't know what I would be doing at like all these times, going to these places that my mum
yeah,
would say no to. Because I actually don't know.
I feel like before 16, like 8 curfew, for example, is like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Usually it's dark before that, except summer. So I feel like that's all right. But even if you were, if I had a really like chill mom, like,
Mm,
but she would always know where I was.
yeah.
I was very concerned because no one actually knew where she was. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
That is
Thank
weird.
God Snapchat was around and I saw where she was, because I was
Yeah,
like,
at
at
least
least
snap
I care.
location.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, at least you can follow where she's going a little bit.
I was just,
But
yeah. So this is how these things happen. I just want to say,
mm,
like, I know you want to be like, it's good to be cool parents that are not as strict and you give your kids a lot of freedom, but you should at least know where your kids are and who their
at
friends are.
all the
Sorry.
time, yeah, like all times, and they like your kids should be able to tell you the truth about what they're doing and where they're
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. Agreed.
But
So that's how these things
no,
happen. Like, I don't know, like they probably exchanged nudes, like a 15-year-old to a 22-year-old, and I was just very
what are
concerned.
you doing with a little girl's body? I'm sorry, even at
Ugh,
16,
sorry.
your
I'm
body's
just,
not even developed yet.
that's
Like
just,
it's still growing. Like 16, I didn't have boobs. Like
okay, I
I
can't
got boobs
relate,
that like
but
no, honestly, my boobs grew overnight. It just came
oh
like
my God.
randomly. I left secondary school and it like appeared, but like your bodies grow at different paces, and like what are you doing with a little girl's body? And it be like the most underdeveloped girls as well. Is
But
like
because they
it's
like
so
children,
weird.
I'm sorry.
It's so weird. Like
It's so disgusting.
why?
Ugh. It's always men as well. Sorry. No, there's some women that are fucked up, I have to say, but the percentage is lower.
Yeah, yeah, much lower, but.
There's porn, these porn videos online that specifically have porn stars that are off, like not underage, like I don't know, 20 something, and that
Mm.
look, I don't know, 14, for these weirdos and creeps to look at, so they don't actually do it on
There's
underage girls.
there's
Why don't you
actually a
just do
teenage
that, you
category.
fucking creep? Sorry.
There's like, oh, two teenage girls do this to
Just
each
watch
other, and
that
it's
and
like,
then leave kids alone. They're literal children.
no,
I'm
but why
sorry.
is that even a category on board? Like,
Yeah.
why do you want to watch two teenage girls get like, or like
Oh no, not the,
teenagers? Like, oh, why, like, no.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what they want to see, just do it there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't take
Like,
it to the real life world, you know, like
yeah.
you weirdos. It
Oh
shouldn't be
my God.
happening, but don't take it to the real life world anyway.
But
But
I always see this, I won't call it a meme, but online, when you type schoolboy into
mm,
Google Images, you get a little man in his uniform, and that's it.
cute.
But guess what you get when you type in schoolgirl?
Oh, the over sexualized images,
Yeah, and the
mini
like grown
skirts,
women in the
big
costume.
breasts, yeah,
Yeah.
or even just like hentai, just a lot of animation that is just pushed in your face, and you're like, that's weird that they like. Can we talk about that, please? Why does anime over sexualize little girls as well? Way too much.
No, they're always like little small girls, but then they have huge boobs. I'm very concerned.
It's so weird, and they're like so innocent, but like they also want to suck dick, and it makes
But they
no
have
sense.
also like the baby features, like huge eyes and like
Yeah,
small. I'm very concerned.
I'm very concerned for the culture, but
Oh,
it's
that brings
strange.
me to Ariana Grande. Not anymore as much, but when she like went popular,
No,
she looked 12. I'm sorry.
she still looks 12,
And then
but
she
that just might
dressed
be a
in these
height thing.
like cute, sexy miniskirts, and every guy was like, "Oh my god, Ariana Grande is so hot." I was like, "Why do you think she's that hot if she has a body of a 12-year-old? Like, tell me right now."
Literally, literally. Sorry, my laptop's dying. I need to plug it in.
Oh my god,
But no, literally, I don't understand why she like that was a whole thing for a long time.
I was scared. Every man that said I think she's hot, I was like, I cannot trust you.
This
Sorry.
is what I'm saying. I would say this to my brother, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I don't understand. Like, she looks like a little girl," and I'm like, "I know."
If you're like a man, you should like a body on a woman that doesn't look like a 12-year-old. I'm sorry.
And even if like some little girls, sorry, some women are just short and have small features, and that's all right. But
Yeah, but
they
they don't
don't
dress like
often.
Ariana Grande. That's my point. She
That's
had
what,
like those,
yeah.
this
She had
cutesy,
like cat ears and
yeah.
like different shit that would make her look more innocent and younger. And it's like, why is this a fetish for everybody, please?
Oh my god.
It's concerning. I'm concerned. But even as like a like not a grown adult, because I'm not a grown adult, even as a legal adult,
Mm-hmm.
like I find older men, like older men, like I'm talking 30s, 40s, trying
Mm.
to chat to me, weird. Like
Yeah, why are you? I could be your child.
oh my god. Okay, so there's this guy at work
Go off.
named Craig, funny enough. He's 32, which my brother's 32,
Yeah,
but that just makes it even more weird for me. He has 3 kids. His oldest is like 13 or some shit.
yeah.
Why are you talking to me? He really asked me out on a date to take me to the park and have a picnic. Take your kids to the park and have a picnic, sir. Why are you asking me, weirdo? I'm literally near your child's age, and you're telling me, "Oh, let's go have a picnic." No, no.
When men get new wives that are like 2 years older than their daughters, I am very like, I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm
What?
so concerned. I'm
Like,
so confused.
look at your life choices and tell me you think this is okay.
Literally, like, what? Who said this was alright? And then the security guard at work, right?
Mm.
I thought he was like an uncle to me. I thought it was
Oh
all
no.
cute. Like it's fine. Just this like little African man. Like I thought he was all right. I got sick that time. Like 2019 times.
Yeah.
And I was really really sick. Came back to work. And he was like, "Oh, where have you been? Nobody told me. Like, can I have your number to check up on you when you like
Ugh.
get sick again?" I thought, "Oh no, like he's fine. Like he just cares if I get sick. It's fine. He's like our uncle. It's fine." Tutu's now when I give him after I give him my number, he messages me like, "Oh, make sure you say goodbye to me with your sweet voice."
No,
Sorry,
not this.
sorry, what?
Why are men like this? Also, why are you an
Ew.
old ass man thinking you can? Okay, some girls are into older men. No judgment. It's okay. But
Mm,
why are you an old ass man thinking you can pull me when I have 20-year olds that are so much more attractive to me? Like, leave me alone with
leave
your
me
bad butt.
alone.
Sorry, no body shaming or like
Leave
preference
me
shaming if you
alone.
like older men, but just in general.
No, but it's weird, like why? And then he like keeps coming to me like, "Oh, did I do something wrong to you? Like, why do you not talk to me the same way?" And I'm just like, can you not read body language and like signs to say
No,
leave
men
me
can't.
alone? And then he like touches me whenever he can, and not in like he's caressing. Well, he like will grab my shoulder and like rub it hard or
Oh
squeeze it as
no.
he walks past, and I'm like, we don't have a HR, so who do I tell?
Why
Like,
do you not have an HR? That seems like
we don't have an
illegal.
HR. It kind of is, but like, supermarkets, we we don't have
That seems like illegal.
we don't have an HR. We have to tell our store managers who don't give a shit about you. So
Great. Sounds good to me.
that's that. I told a store manager one time that I'm on 23 plus drugs right now. I'm not capable to be at work. And he said, well, you didn't die, so work anyway. So they're not gonna care
If
if
that
a
is not,
security guard is rubbing my shoulder.
oh my God.
Do you get it? Like, it's not.
But why is it like, I, sorry, some old men, like middle aged to even older, are so disgusting. Like, I remember when I was like a teenager, like, I don't even know if I might have been 16. I was just wearing a top, and the top kept like sliding down a bit. So I would
Mm,
keep like pulling it up because I was trying to look, you try to look decent around these men, which is already such a
it's such a problem,
problematic
I
thing,
think.
because you have to make sure that you don't let this man stare at your body when really they shouldn't care about what you wear as a teenager.
Exactly. Because they shouldn't
Anyway,
be looking there anyway.
I was keep like pulling it up. And then this guy who like knows me since I was like a little, like he's not my uncle, but he's been friends with the family. We're not like good with them anymore, but
Mm,
since like a long time. And then he's like, "Oh, look at her pulling always out so we don't see anything," like making a joke out of my
stability.
uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, in my head, I was like, "Ew, why do you even notice? Why are you looking at that? Like, you know what I
Why
mean?
are you
Like,
staring at my
why are you
chest?
looking at that any of that region of a teenage girl?
Exactly. It's
And you have a
weird.
child my age. Like, pull yourself
Ew.
together."
Ew.
But these men think it's normal to make jokes like that. I'm like, "Ew, you need to
Chill
calm
out,
yourself down."
bro. It's not normal. Like the whole thing, like it's, and then it's like from young, you grow up to think, oh no, like I can't dress some type of way. I can't do this. Do you know? Okay. My auntie from America, very religious. She's bare annoying. Nobody likes her. Um, she came over. I was wearing ripped jeans, but like it wasn't that big of rips. Like it was all down the leg, but it wasn't like massive holes.
Yeah,
It was just like slight ones, and a crop top because it was summer and I was
yeah.
going out with my mum. Regardless of that, she saw what I looked like when I came down the stairs and she was like, can you imagine someone with a Bayesian accent and American accent mixed together?
Oh my
She
God.
was like, Christine, you're letting your child walk out the house like that. She's going to get raped. She said I was going to get raped because I was in a crop top. And then the crop top didn't show any of my breasts. It barely showed my stomach because I was wearing high waisted jeans. All you could see was my arms and a
I
little bit
hate
of
the
skin on
fact
my leg.
that we can't dress because apparently men can't handle themselves when they see belly or shoulder. I'm so angry.
Exactly. But who tells an 18-year-old child that she's going to get raped for wearing a crop top?
Yeah, but is that not how society works? They're like, the same with James Charles. They're like, "Oh, you told this." Like the guy was like, "Oh, you engaged with James Charles. You told him we were 18, so it's all your
It's all
fault."
your fault.
Or like, "Oh, this girl was wearing a miniskirt, so it's her fault that she got raped." And it's like, is it though?
Isn't it?
It's really not.
Is it really?
It's
Like,
really not.
why can't I do things because of the comfortability or to try and keep men's rationale intact? Like,
Yeah.
you should know you shouldn't try to perv on a girl in it. You shouldn't try to attack her in a certain way. You shouldn't try to perv on a guy who's younger than you. Why are you doing these things?
I'm just, it's just so. And then the way they rationalize it, like age is not the number. Sir, it's illegal what you're doing.
It's illegal. Like, there's a reason why these things are illegal because they aren't like people can't
A
consent at
child
such a
can't
young
give a
age.
consent. No. Yeah.
No, they don't understand what the concept is and the trauma that it brings.
They don't understand what's happening. That's the whole point.
Exactly.
Oh, that reminds me. So, the Kardashians, okay?
Mm,
Kourtney Kardashian, her ex-husband, Scott,
yes.
he is like almost 40 or he's like early 40s. I'm not sure.
Is he almost 40 now?
Or like
That's
just
so fucking old.
gonna turn 40. I'm not sure. Like around that. Maybe it's end of 30s. I'm not sure.
Mm.
And he is dating an 18-year-old.
Kylie's friend, isn't it? That
It's
blonde girl.
no, he's not the dating. Yeah, he was dating a like 20-year-old well before. Now it's an 18-year-old. Like it's very fucked up.
Oh, mad. Why? Why
And
is he doing that?
her parents are fully supportive because they're also reality stars, and I think they love that. Their daughter is now getting fame because she's dating this guy. But
What, Scott Disick, you know? Like,
he has
ew.
3 children, and their oldest is like teenage years now, and I'm like, why are you dating someone that just turned
Teenager.
18? What are you
Yeah.
doing? I just can't.
Why are you doing those things? It's just weird. Like,
It's also with
sorry.
Leonardo DiCaprio always having like 27-year-olds when he's like a 50-year-old now.
Like, what would you want to talk about?
And it's not like, when it happens one time and they stay together forever, you're like, okay, maybe
Mm,
it really was love and the age didn't mean anything. Like maybe they really did connect.
I've never met a case like that ever.
But with Leonardo DiCaprio, he keeps breaking up with them when they get older and then dates again. No matter what, then he dates a 27-year-old again, even though he aged like 5 years.
Yeah, that's a strange man, isn't it?
It's a pattern. You like
Yeah.
young women, just say it. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's not fine, but
It's
it's
like, wow, you reach your expiry date. Bye.
why are you not dating in your age? I don't. It's not that hard. What is
It's not
going
that
on?
hard. There's leng 50-year-olds, like you just have to find them. And your celebrity is not that hard to find. You're Leonardo fucking DiCaprio. It's not that hard to find a leng 50-year-old. Get married, sir. Settle down. What are you doing with these young women?
Honestly,
Ugh,
I just
that's gross.
it's giving me a headache. I want to think
Like,
of I feel like what is a female example? Maybe like
oh,
Madonna and J Lo. They always have like young boyfriends.
that is true. But Sarah Paulson,
Mm.
her wife, is like 10 plus years old. No, more than that, like 20 years older than her.
No.
And like, and even though they're older people, it's still weird. Like, and that's still a problem. I hate that people think that the LGBT, why can't I speak today? Julie, say it for me. Thank
LGBTQIA plus.
you. Thank you. I can't speak today. I don't know why people think that the community cannot face the same predatory
I think that's
behavior.
also a big problem with the James Charles situation because it's two gay men and
Mm,
then you just want to write it off. Like you're just like, first of all, it's a man, so people
mm,
believe it less because man can't get sexually assaulted, which is
exactly.
stupid. And then it's gay men, so it's like whatever,
Yeah.
which
And
is
it's
very
like,
sad.
but they face the same predatory issues that anybody that the heterosexual community faces, or even just women face. Like, w- women can be abused by other women too. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand, especially older women,
it's
and
just
men can be
a
abused by
topic
men.
in general that needs to be discussed more, and even in schools, I feel like there should be like a if someone messages you that's over 18, just be like, stop. Like, I mean,
But
in a sexual way or like in a flirty way.
but that's even a fetish in school as well. It's like, oh, would the teacher fall in love with me type of
Ugh.
thing. Like,
Not Pretty Little Liars making that like
a
a normal
thing.
thing.
Oh my
No.
god. Do you know what? When I was watching that when I was younger, I was like, yeah, I want them to work out.
And
But
then you
now
think
rewatching
yeah,
it, it's like,
it's disgusting. You're like, this is
yeah,
wrong in every way possible.
like this should never ever happen.
They shouldn't even have aired on. Sorry, you know how America's always so big on canceling shows because they have like gay couples or whatever.
Yeah.
Why can't you cancel this one that promotes teacher student? Like,
Is
excuse
like
me.
they promoted it so hard.
And
Like
like it
it
was
was
such a
so in your
romantic
face.
way. No,
It was so romanticized. I was just like, that's weird. Stop
no.
it. Stop. Ah, I hate people.
And it's high
Like,
school. It's not even university and student where they're like at least 18. Like it's still weird, but at least
yeah.
both are over the age of 18. But in high school, these people are like literal teenagers.
They're literally literal babies. And they might just turn from 17 to 18, but they're still babies. They slept together before he knew she was a high school student, didn't they? Or did they
Yeah, because they
kiss?
were both in a bar. But why was she in a bar in America when she was like 16?
Exactly. You're
But
not even,
also,
it's not even close to 18. It's 21 to drink there. Why is she in there?
the parents. Oh my
Why
god.
is your kid in a bar? I've never stepped foot in a pub unless it was like a family function where they hired the hall out. Like, I've never stepped foot in there until I was 18.
I've been to a pub to eat before, but then you're
Yeah.
supposed to go out by 11, right? Because then they don't serve food anymore, something like that.
Yeah. But
It's just the whole society is like fetishizing young girls and this whole like staying young. Like when women get older. Oh,
oh my god. Sorry guys on the podcast. You're right. Get out. please.
This is not a topic for young
This is
children. Oh
this
my
is
god.
come get out. I'm on the phone. Close the door, please. The phone, just a phone. Get out, please.
I
Thank you.
love children. Oh my god.
Love you, bye. Okay,
So
thanks.
cute.
Bye. No, he's not cute. Imagine he just stopped the whole podcast because he just barged
This
in my
really
room.
wasn't a topic for a child to hear.
No, but he
Oh
didn't
my
even
god.
knock the door. Like
I
the
just saw your
rudeness.
door open. I was like, ooh.
The rudeness. This is what I mean about these kids. They just barge in my room like it's nothing. Anyways, sorry
And what was
guys.
I saying? Yeah, you're like, when women get older, they try so hard to stay young looking or looking like 20 years old. I'm like, but then opposite men, you like, like George Clooney, then it's like hot because they look old and like wise and gray hair and like, But for women, it's like you should look 20 years old still at 50. And I'm like, why?
Yeah. The only person I've
Why?
got those vibes from is Tom Jones. Everybody else, I don't really feel like that.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, but I'm just saying how media and like stuff
No, I
portrays
know.
it.
I'm
Yeah.
just thinking about it though. I'm like, actually, the only man that's actually good looking older is Tom Jones. Everybody else looks rubbish. I said that with my chest.
Mm. I'm thinking about like, when I was like 16 or 15 or 14. This is gonna come up again because I thought I was in love with like One Direction. Yeah. No, I'm just
We
saying
know.
as an example now, right?
Yeah.
If I was the guy that James Charles, like the same situation, right? Then the guy
Mm,
with James Charles. I was like 15 or 16, and like Harry Styles had messaged me, who's 4 years older,
yeah.
which doesn't seem a lot when you're like 22 and 26,
Yeah.
right? But when you're like 16 and 20,
It's
n-
weird.
no.
It can't happen. It can't run.
But if he had messaged me, I would have been like, oh my God, yes. I would have said anything to keep talking to him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean with
I
you just
don't know.
get stupid if you like he probably thinks James Charles is attractive too, and he's like his idol, and he's there's all these emotions going through your brain. I don't think this
I
17-year-old can
don't
make a
know.
rational decision.
Cause like if Justin Timberlake messaged me, even now, cause he's what, like 33. I think even older than that. I think he's like
Mm,
34. I don't know what I would do. No, he's actually much older than that. I think he's in even early in his 40s.
yeah.
I don't know what I would do. Cause like even now, like that's still very strange. I probably just hit it and quit it type of thing.
Yeah, but
But if I was
yeah,
younger,
now I would definitely be like, well, that's a bit bad example of One Direction because they're actually not that much older than that. But I mean, like, what's a good example? If someone from, mm, I don't know who else I used to idolize that's like much older. Oh God. Uh, Maybe the guys from Supernatural because they're much older, and I used to think they're like attractive.
mm,
But I'd be like, this is weird. You have children,
yeah,
Because now we
yeah.
can think, but I don't know if you can think that well when you're 17.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking like if I was younger, because like even when I was when I was a teenager, before I had a boyfriend, I was more like obsessed with that man.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like, how would my rationality be?
Yeah.
Because it's completely different to how it is now. But I don't
Yeah.
think I would necessarily lie about my age. But then again, that's me thinking now. So who
Exactly. This is
knows?
why. And people that say this man did that for clout, but why? This is a traumatic experience. Like,
Yeah,
and he's getting hate. Who would want that? Why
yeah,
would he lie about that just to get loads of hate? Seems stupid to me.
yeah. Like it, it seems like. Yeah, cause like why would I bother say something for popularity if I know that it wouldn't necessarily bring me popularity?
Yeah, because this is like, yeah,
There's
yeah.
too many risks in it. Like if I was gonna
But
do
he said
that,
he's going to the police. So if that's
yeah,
true, if he went to the police, I doubt it's fake. Because then you like, if you go to the police and it's fake, then you're just being stupid.
because you'll get more popularity by saying I have James Charles's nudes rather than saying
Yeah,
he he spoke to me inappropriately.
yeah,
Yeah, you have more like of chance of being like, oh, I'm talking to James Charles. I'm James Charles's new lover or boyfriend,
yeah.
rather than being like, hey, he did this to me, type of thing.
It's just all. Oh my god.
This is pretty sad. I don't get James. Like, you have all this credibility now. People are actually starting to like you again.
You're rich, you're
You're
successful.
rich, you're successful, you just bought a new house with your friends,
You don't
paid
have
off
to
your
worry about
parents'
money
mortgage.
probably
Like,
ever.
probably, well, if he saves his money correctly, then yeah.
Yeah.
But like, why would you do that? Because you could
This
you
is what
it's
I mean. So it must be a fetish of his or something, because otherwise it would be so stupid to risk your credibility and your reputation just to get nudes from a younger looking guy where you're not sure his like what his age is. That's what I mean. Just
it's
seems
so
stupid.
dumb though. Like, what a waste of potential in a person to throw that away for sex, or not even sex,
For your weird,
nude.
creepy fetish.
Yeah, for your weird, creepy fetish. Like, do you know how hard it is to keep up with the trends of the world? Like how the internet keeps flowing. Like
Yeah.
YouTube is not gonna keep popping. It's not even popping anymore, really. And like you're not really that popping on TikTok. So like really you need to set yourself up for new moves that the world is changing into,
Yeah.
and you're setting yourself up for failure because look at this. Like, you're in the public eye. You have to be more smart. And from how you've been in two big controversies already, use your brain, kid. Like, what are you doing? And you're not even a kid. Sorry, my bad. Man, grown ass man. Use your brain.
It's really embarrassing. Sorry.
It's super embarrassing.
And it's creepy and it's weird and you're only thinking now of asking for ID.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. And what if the kid like rocked up to your house, and you did something with him, and then you find out he's younger later? You're like, oh well, da, 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 da. No, it's still your responsibility.
Yeah.
It's still your responsibility. And it would have been even worse if you had sex with him. But James Charles liked to say, how can I be a predator if I'm a virgin? Like, you can still be a predator, mate.
Yeah, but they were like talking for like 5 minutes and they were already like he was already sexting with him. I'm like, do you not see the problem with that in
Mm.
and of itself?
You're just mad horny. Like, chill out.
Just oh my god, why are you going after your fans? There's more people in the world than your fans.
There's more people in the world than your fans. Yeah, you have a lot of fans. Yeah, maybe in the millions, but there's other
Yeah,
people
but
here
I'm
that as
thinking
well.
there's a lot of like girls that are his fans, so it's not even that it's all gay guys that he could
No,
date.
he doesn't even like gay guys anyway, because he likes straight guys allegedly. So
I think it's just, you see all these YouTubers, like there's more and more YouTubers that where it comes out that they've been exchanging nudes or like flirting or sexting with like young underage fans. And it's
yeah.
just like, what goes on in these people's heads that they're on such a power trip that they need to.
Do you know what I think it is? I think people like James Charles and people who do those type of stuff, their fetish isn't the fact that they're younger. I think they like people who they can't get, or they know they shouldn't be getting, type of thing. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
like,
the
oh, so
forbidden,
they,
right? But it's very fucked
yeah.
up.
They're
It's
so fucked
very
up.
fucked up.
It is fucked up. But like, of course, first it was straight guys. Now it's a
Yeah.
guy underage. So it's like you must just like things that you can't achieve, like because you get everything handed to you. So you must just like things that you're not allowed to
Yeah,
have.
maybe that's what this it is with these YouTubers. They have everything, so they need to like so
Have a
weird. Like,
challenge.
o-
It's
on
weird,
what kind of power trip are you?
isn't it? What kind of
Prison, honey, prison.
are you that miserable though? Like you seem to be happy with your friends, your bedrooms. Like,
But James Charles also said on on the podcast, I think it was like Logan Paul's or something. He said
mm,
he feels like he's much older than he is. Like he feels like a grown man. And I'm like, so you feel older and you still are attracted to younger looking guys?
make it make sense.
That's even worse.
Make it make sense.
Even if he was at least like, oh, but I still feel like I'm 16. I don't feel like.
Mm.
But he said, I feel like an older man. That makes it 10 times worse.
Yeah. It's not even like, oh, I've had to grow up more quickly than usual. So there's a part of me that still clings to the younger side of me.
No, the man
No,
fully said he feels older.
I feel like a grown man. So, but you still want to be with someone underage?
It's
That's
disgusting.
like
I
weird.
but he's not gonna get cancelled. I don't think he's gonna disappear. And I'm
No. But they cancelled Shane Dawson because of,
because he fucked his cat.
yeah. Sorry, it's not funny. It's
Allegedly.
just like wow in it. These YouTubers are just like wow. You see the most fucked up people be the ones that be in the limelight, and it's not even a jealousy type of thing. I'm confused. Like I'm not discrediting their talent, but there's other talented people who are just not fucked up. These
Yeah.
people are fucked up. They need help.
You have to be a bit of a narcissist and a bit of a sociopath maybe to be able to film yourself every day and put it online like that.
Must be. But they need help. They need therapy. I mean, we all need therapy, but like they're weird.
Honestly. Oh my god. To get off the James Charles thing, one last thing. Not me finding a post showing Tyler the creator being a creep towards a 17-year-old Selena
Selena
Gomez.
Gomez. Oh,
Oh my god.
Tyler.
Like
When you
tweets
think
from like 2010.
when you think the people who aren't like out there like that, and then they turn out to be
I thought he was the calmest, coolest, non-problematic like celebrity out there, or one of them at least.
uh,
Because I've never heard anything bad about him. And he just used to make like funny tweets and stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
And then this?
Well, I
And I looked
mean,
online, I think it's not fake. Like me and I weren't sure if it was real or not, but no
yeah.
one said it was fake. And then I went on Twitter and everyone was like, not this coming out about Tyler, the creator. So it doesn't seem fake.
Yeah.
It's
Plus,
real.
we were like, well, it's a lot of effort to then randomly just
Yeah, because
target
it wasn't
Tyler,
only
the
one tweet.
creator.
Oh, I'm gonna look for the post. There was like more than one.
Yeah. There was like five, I feel
So one of them was like, at Selena, I just want to F Selena Gomez in her fucking mouth.
like. Why did you blur the first
I
one
don't
out?
know. I was like, because it's blurred in the post. That's why I was confused. And
You're
then he
so
was like,
cute.
"Oh, I just found out that me and Selena are gonna be in the same building. Oh my god!" And this, like, how old is Tyler the Creator? But like 10 years old at least, right?
I don't know. Let's Google that information. Sorry, I'm in my mum's nightgown, that's also my nan's nightgown. Yeah.
Cute.
This is the life I'm living.
And then he tweets directly at Selena and is like, "You wanna lick my what does
My salty black
G?"
boxer.
And then it's blurred out. So I don't know what he means with that. Probably his penis. Then
Wait,
he puts.
he's 29 years old.
Oh, he's not that much older then, but he definitely was older than her. Yeah, he was definitely over the age of 18 while she was under the age of 18 when he posted these.
What word was you looking for?
Where?
I'm going to fuck the shit out of you. James Franco's lucky. I still want to be nice to Selena.
And then he
Just
says
found out
she's now
that
18, so she can now legally take my dick in her ass. Oh my god. Not this.
lick my what? Ganache? Why did I like
I don't know.
this? Why does it ganache like ganache is a bad word? Gucci? Gooch? Guac? Camoli? I don't know.
Yeah, so she was definitely 17 while he was like 19. But why would
I
you
don't
post
know.
that on Twitter? Just think it. Why can't you just think it
Yeah, that's what I'm
yourself?
saying. Like you actually actively made the effort to type this out and post. Some people just got free time, you know. I dead ass feel like that.
No, I feel like if you think it, then just think it to yourself. But why would you publicly share that with everyone?
I don't know.
Choices.
The choice is yours and you just refuse. That's so weird.
I don't know if we're doing controversial opinions here, but
No, I don't know. We haven't said anything like out of
yeah, but
the
you know how people are always like, even I heard my dad say, "Oh, age doesn't always count." Like, I think the generation, I don't know. Some people really believe that.
mm,
Like, some people are like, age
age
does
ain't
not
nothing but
matter.
another
Or
nothing
like
but
they
a
say,
number.
like, but love is love. And I'm like, love is love if it's
No.
not creepy.
Like they tried to say that with Aaliyah and R. Kelly.
Oh
Well,
my
that's what her
God.
album was called.
Oh my
Age ain't
God.
nothing but a number, and he named it, which is jokes.
Oh my God.
But
No. See,
it's not jokes, you
see,
know, it's just
what
like
if like
trauma.
James Charles is like
You
a
gotta laugh
future?
at it, man. It's just so intense.
What if James Charles like a future R. Kelly and we just don't know? Oh, Shania just had a little lag. Are you back?
Did you freeze or did I freeze?
Oh, you froze for me.
Oh, you froze for me. Sorry, guys. This is mad random. Welcome to our podcast.
Zoom edition.
Zoom edition. So what did I say? What did you hear?
No, I just said imagine James Charles is an R. Kelly in the future and we just couldn't stop him because no one believed
Oh my
the
god. The power trip is mad. No, because if he honestly has a sex cult, I'm actually gonna scream.
But there's still young girls defending R. Kelly after that documentary. I'm like, what? Are you
R.
okay?
Kelly, are you okay?
Hmm?
Is it still lagging?
No, not for me.
I mean, it was going in and out for me.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's a sign to end the
What did you
podcast.
hear last?
I don't even know at this point. I forgot. All I said was imagine he had a sex cult.
Oh
And you
yeah,
said young girls still defend him.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still defend him even after that documentary.
Yeah, I don't know how. I think he's like sends them money or some shit.
I think the spirit of R. Kelly is here to ruin our podcast because as soon as we talk
I
about him, everything
think
stops.
so. Everything stops. Imagine he's like on some voodoo shit every time someone says his name on some controversy. He's like,
Yeah, no, that man
no,
needs to be jailed for the rest of his life. I'm not
for
even
the
kidding.
rest of his
What's
life. All he needs to
the
be beaten up and
documentary?
down.
Documentary is called Surviving R. Kelly. You all need to watch it. But trigger like
Yeah, if you
biggest
never
trigger
seen it.
warning ever. You'll be like
Yeah,
depressed afterwards.
it's powerful. It's a powerful thing.
Craig
But
wanted to turn it off multiple times because he got so depressed. And I was like, no, we need to watch this.
oh, bless him.
Yeah, it was really depressing. And then we started the Michael Jackson one, but we didn't get through it because it felt weird.
You still not seen that completely?
No, I'm just getting weird vibes
The guys in it.
from everyone involved.
Yeah.
It's something weird about doing it when
Now?
Michael Jackson's dead and he can't say anything about it, you know?
But then people be like, "Oh, but you can't force victims to come out when they'll
I
come out when they
know, but
want to
that's
come out."
why I think that's why it felt weird.
What felt weird to me was afterwards they decided to sue the state, and it
Oh.
was like, get your reparations, but like it's a bit the timing is like, ooh, suspicious.
But that's also another thing. The parents allowed those little boys to sleep in the same room as Michael Jackson, a full grown man. Again, the parents, what are you doing?
They said the sacrifice was real for the time at Neverland. Can you imagine?
Like,
I'm gonna sacrifice my kid to sleep in a room with the obviously traumatized man, but cool.
some parents, I'm just really concerned how they're just fucking up their child.
Like, people just shouldn't be parents, you know. Like some people just need
really
to,
shouldn't be parents. I agree.
like, imagine the nicest people be infertile, and then you have these fucking dickheads who let their child be molested, and you're
For
like, oh,
fame.
for fame or for the little ride, the little private jet time.
The little
Imagine
5 minutes of fame.
imagine causing your kid the most trauma for a car ride with Michael Jackson. Are you dumb?
No, I
If
can't.
if R. Kelly offered me £1 million to be see my daughter for a day, are you dumb?
No.
No. It's not even a
But you would
sacrifice
know,
worth thinking
but it's
of.
not even $1 million. It's just, oh, I met a famous person. That's all they're
Innit?
getting.
Because they don't even get paid. Like, you just have some nice time and some nice food. You can do that anytime
This
you
is
want.
also wrong.
It's just so wrong. And if you can't afford to do that, then oh well, it wasn't your time. Why would you sacrifice your kid for that, man? Like, what is wrong with you? People make me sick. People make me
That's what
sick.
I learned from that documentary. I was just like, these parents have zero control. That's all I got from it.
But you want to sue the Jackson estate as well for I don't even know what for. Like, what did you want out of that? The one of the guys though did look fucked up. Like he looked like he's been through some shit.
Yeah,
And
100%.
I don't know what that was. And it could have been to do with Michael Jackson. I don't know. If he's saying it is, then Michael Jackson is dealing with his consequences. But like he looks so
But I'd be
distraught.
also, of course, I'd be angry at Michael Jackson, but I'd be pissed at my parents. I'm like, why?
Why did you let this happen?
Why did you think that was a good idea?
Everybody in my life who was around me at that age, like, why did you let this happen to me? Like, did you not think otherwise?
So
Did
strange.
you not stop to say this ain't okay? Because it's not okay.
Anyway, PSA to everyone: stop fetishizing young girls and all that
And
stuff
young
around that,
boys, just young children in
and young
general,
children, and
fucking weirdos.
date in your
Like,
age group is really not that hard.
it's not that hard. I don't want to see none of you man chaps in a girl in a school uniform. You dickheads, stop it. Stop. Stop. You
And
need help, you pedophile. I hate people, sorry. Like, it actually just destroys me, like, so much. Ew.
yeah,
Ew.
agreed. And don't blame the victim and be like you wore a short skirt or you
No.
lied about your age.
Like, it's okay to have questions of people, to be suspicious of some
Yeah,
things that
don't
are
believe it like
said,
right away with no proof. But I mean, like,
but
don't
also
victim shame.
don't cause them hate and harm because they're coming out with something. Like,
Yeah.
it's not your position to do that. Weirdos. Fucking weirdos. Sorry.
Yeah.
Things like this get me irritated. Ugh. Anywho, guys, thanks for
Oh my
listening.
God, we love you. Please
Please be safe.
be safe, be happy, and don't be creeps.
Don't be creepy. Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, next time on
Bye.
ForWhy. Bye.